to the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team from the American, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down if the 16 would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Campbell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Campbell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something started with their 1st possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Grab behind the line. It's Gill. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush is on him. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Orange will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's done. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. And the running back made the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Campbell. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trying to barge their way in. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College